Hey guys, Mary, so I'm back at it again with another video for Beatdown's Fights. I haven't done this, I think, since the 16th, so it's been quite a while. So I thought to get some out right now, and I just thought to get some out. And so basically, I had an inspiration from this guy named Danko. His real name is Daniel, and he does like fight breakdowns, but my channel is a bit different. Like I write down the fights in my beatdown books like this, and then I kind of like talk about the fights, who I think would win. So basically, what I do, I take like vehicles to horror, to Star Wars, to Harry Potter. Like for example, I take like the Xenophage from Venom of the Last Dance, and I put the Xenophage up against the Rancor, or Deadpool versus Beast from the X-Men, or Darth Vader versus Poe from the Kung Panda, or like Alpha Trion from Transformers 1 versus, I don't know, like Mr. Incredible, or Senshi from the Thunderbolts movie versus David Corenswet Superman, or the Superman Kaiju versus Leatherback, or Darth Maul versus Grogu, or I'm trying to think, or like Halo 1 Chief versus Halo 2 Chief, because sometimes I do like fights with Master Chief, but like two different versions, like from the Halo games. Like if I do like the Halo Infinite Chief, Master Chief version, up against like Halo 2's version of Master Chief. So let's get right to it. So the fights this time I got, oopsies. I do have some newcomers though in these fights. For the first fight, it's a vehicle fight between the Ghost from Halo versus the AT-ST from Star Wars. After that fight is the AT-AT from Star Wars, which is my favorite vehicle, versus the Wraith from Halo. After that one, got a newcomer is Scrappy-Doo from the 2000 movie, the live action Scooby-Doo movie. But when Scrappy-Doo turns into the demonic kaiju, but versus the Rancor. After that fight, got the animated Prime from Transformers 1 versus Maui from the Moana movies. After that one, got Venom versus Grogu. The last one, got Nyssa from the Nyssa 2 movie versus Starkiller. So who wins these fights? We're all gonna find out here. So let's talk about the first fight, the Ghost versus the AT-ST. I do vehicle fights on this channel. So the thing with the Ghost is basically designed for three things here. It's designed for durability, boost, and blasts, like powerful blasts. But the AT-STs from Star Wars are the two-legged ones. Basically, they're designed for durability, powerful blasts, in their insane firepower. But I think between the two, it's gotta be the AT-ST. Like, the Ghost is impressive. It can take multiple shots from the AT-ST without taking it out of commission. But the thing is, the Ghost kinda gets damaged quite easy in Halo. Basically, if some vehicles like the Scorpion tank or the Wraith, they pretty much take out the Ghost quite easy. But because the AT-ST does not have that much firepower, but still does have some firepower here, I just don't see how the Ghost can beat something bigger than the Ghost. Because the thing is, yes, the Ghost can go up against bigger Halo vehicles, but the AT-ST is way bigger than the Wraith and the Scorpion tank. So yeah, I think the AT-ST would win that fight. So the next one's another vehicle fight with a Star Wars versus a Halo vehicle. It's the AT-AT, which is my favorite vehicle. I mean, it's one of my favorite vehicles in Halo, the Wraith. So who'd win in this vehicle fight? So the AT-ATs are the four-legged ones. They're insanely powerful. They're basically designed do have durability, power blasts, and perfect aim. But the Wraith is kind of different. Like, basically, it's made for three things here: a powerful plasma blast, they're pretty much insanely durable, and they're insanely powerful. But it's only between the two vehicles. Like I said with the ATST is bigger than the Wraith. The AT-AT is bigger too. But I think between the two vehicles, I can see the Wraith doing some more damage than the AT-AT. But the AT-AT's blasts can legit take down snow speeders in midair. So I think that's just way more impressive. So the AT-AT would win that fight. So this is an interesting fight. I do have some newcomers in these fights though. So I got Scrappy Doo. Basically, Scrappy Doo is a little puppy. But in the live action Scooby Doo movie, the late 2005 or something, he was kind of like demonic. Like, I don't want to scare kids though, but basically, he started out as a weird, whiny puppy, but when he juiced up with demonic energy, he basically turned to like a legit kaiju. But he can manhandle normal people. But he's in that state, he's insanely durable. But the Rancor is just leagues above Scrappy Doo here in its demonic form. So basically, the Rancors in the Book of Boba Fett, they can take down the Scorpionic Annihilator droid. Basically, just punching that around. But in the wild, they're from Dathomir in full health. So basically, in Return of the Jedi, that wasn't your typical Rancor. Your typical Rancor is from Dathomir, and they're in full health. That's the version I'm using in these fights. But the Rancor is just bigger. Like, if it's taking on that big and Annihilator droid, the Rancor just leagues above Scrappy Doo. It is a close fight, don't get me wrong, but I think the Rancor would win that fight. So the next fight is Animated Prime versus Maui. So Maui from the Marvel movies is still my favorite character in those movies. Maui is actually pretty insanely durable, but he does have a hook that grants him powers, while he's a demigod. But that's not going to cut it with the Animated Prime. Animated Prime from Transformers 1 just a way better fighter. Like, he's a clean fighter, but just all those weapons, Maui's not gonna get through those easy. Like, Animated Prime is a lot more agile, just has more weapons here too. You might want to argue and say Maui's a demigod, but again, I disagree here. I think the Animated Prime just has the skill to take him down. So yeah, Animated Prime would win that fight. So the next one is Venom versus Grogu. You might think this is a stomp from Grogu. Well, I have to disagree here. Like, Grogu, I'm a big fan of Grogu. Grogu is insanely powerful. Like, in the first season of The Mandalorian, Grogu was able to pick up things above his body weight. Like, pick up the legit Mudhorn and stomped the legit fireball. But when season 2 came around, he was just ragdolling stormtroopers too. But the things with Venom just leagues above Grogu here. Well, he's faster, he's stronger, but Venom is coming against threats he should not be able to do, like fighting against Riot or Carnage, even fighting against those xenophages. Venom puts him out there to win his fights. And plus, his claw is going to hurt Grogu too. It is a close fight though, but I think Venom would stomp Grogu here. So the next one is Kneesaa vs. Starkiller. So Kneesaa from the Kneesaa 2 movie, I enjoyed that movie. But it was really long. I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was like 2 hours and 28 minutes. It was quite long, but I don't remember how many hours it was. But Kneesaa in that movie is still my favorite character. The main character. So Kneesaa is surprisingly powerful. Like, fighting against Wooly Yang, but still, kind of got a little bit stomped at first. But when Nisa got in his true form, he was just beating up on Wooly Yang. But Nisa is such a good fighter too. Like Starkiller from the Force Unleashed game is impressive too. While he can take down a legit Star Destroyer, like he just have the raw potential. But Nisa is just a way better fighter. So yeah, I think Nisa would win this fight easy. So if you like this video, like, subscribe to the channel, and it definitely helped me a ton. So bye for now.